What is we at episode 16?
Episode 16, yo.
What's going on, people? This is Uncle Hotep. That's Hotep Jesus. This is Hotep's Been Told You, episode 16. Another week. Hotep Jesus, what's going on, man?
Feeling good today. I stopped by Talib's Start Studio. We went down there. We chopped it up. That was all love. It was all good. We had a great time. Talked about a lot. What else? What else? Doe Dubes is killing it on the timeline. He was going at it with some liberal professor last night. Did you see
Was
that?
he? No, I went to bed on. I think.
Yo, Doe was on the timeline talking that finance talk. You know how he do, and
Yeah.
some liberal was like, "Oh, black people can never have the wealth of white people." So Doe like, hold up, I got that work for you. And Doe pulled out that work, started unloading on him. Then he dropped an email today on his email list. That shit was funny as hell. The liberals, they love to tell black people that they can't do nothing.
Yeah. Let's get to it.
Yeah,
Let me share this out real quick. But
yeah.
Bette Midler, she was in some hot water earlier this week, man. She said women are are basically n words of humanity. They're the niggas of humanity. And of course, people was upset, but that's I mean, why you be upset? That's how the white liberal talks to y'all, man. Don't get mad now. Don't get mad now. That's how we've been talking to you. That's how they've been talking to you. You're just gonna have to accept it. But the black women were upset because we're there too. So I don't know what they meant like we're niggas, man. What the hell? It was like I don't understand it, man. Oh man, but that was. What do you think about Bette Midler and her antics?
Yo, it go to show you how uneducated these women really are, and the there's a level of detachment that liberals have. I've noticed in my professional career. They're not attached to the streets. They're not attached to people. These people probably wouldn't be caught dead in the subway. They wouldn't take the one train. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These are people that are detached. So when they make these comments, they don't even know before they type it that it's wrong or off base. It's the ignorance of the left.
You're exactly right, man. They say this shit with the utmost confidence. You know what I mean? And just to show another example was Alec Baldwin. You see him. Hollywood Reporter interviewed him in the magazine. He said, "The black folks love me. I think it's because they scared of Trump." I was like, "What the hell?" I was so heated. I was like, "God damn it!" I couldn't believe it. There was no outrage. I mean, I seen them. There was a threat, and people were like, "Man, get the hell out of here!" But you know what I mean? Everybody else was like, "Well, I guess he making fun of Trump, so I guess it's okay." I'm like, "What the hell is that? How are you gonna have the white man tell you what you scared of?"
It was a light amount of outrage. It wasn't a whole lot. He had a couple of black liberals who knew he was out of pocket for that, and they got at his neck. But it wasn't the big uproar like Kanye got. You know what I mean? It was nothing like that. But that's the liberal bias. That's the liberal bias just kicking in. He said black people. There was also I don't think he was wrong either. I think bro man is like he's put it like this. If you are on the outside looking in and you see the amount of commentary from black people about Trump, it'd be safe to say they scared of Trump. The amount of attention they give the man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right, but man, it's just disheartening for somebody should have stepped up. Like, yo, Alex, man, you got to walk that back, man. Like, or say something. Like,
Yeah.
it was just. But the thing is, why are black people supposed to be the most scared? If you look at all his policies, the policies they harp on, they affect black people the least, right?
Yeah.
The immigration policy, the least. You know what I mean? That actually helps Black Americans. He cut taxes, put more money in your pocket.
Yeah.
So why what are we scared of? I mean, that's it's so crazy that the left has such a machine, propaganda machine. It has brainwashed Black folks to believe that the man they used to love is their mortal enemy right now.
Yeah. Yeah. You said it. It's right. You said it right there. It's the media. The media. Like I've been tweeting for the past few days. I said, don't let the media turn our heroes into villains. Because that's what they're great at doing. And they're great at making, like, did you see the picture of Michelle Obama hugged up on Bush?
Yeah.
So like Bush is this hero now? Like we cool with Bush now? I'm just like scratching my head like, bro, I don't remember being cool with Bush.
Yeah, you definitely. I don't remember it either. But now Bush is he's an icon.
He's a cultural pop
icon living, man.
Yo, if Bush was in a music video right now, I would not be surprised.
Yeah. John Smith, thanks for the donation.
Super chat.
Can non-white people be racist? I mean, what do you think?
John, we all racist, baby. We all racist. Hotep Jesus does discriminate.
Yeah, thanks for everybody in the chat. Please come in. Please hit that thumbs up. Please hit that share button. We greatly appreciate it.
Everybody
next topic
watching on Periscope. Make sure.
Oh yeah, we're on Periscope too. We all over the place. We're growing. We're growing. Please support the new wave.
Oh yeah.
Laquan MacDonald.
Can I do a plug real quick?
No, go ahead, man.
You know what I'm saying? We got to plug magasuperstore.com. I finally got my I Am the Patriarchy shirt. You know what I'm saying? We out here. I just got to get a few more muscles to fill it out. But, you know what I'm saying? I Am the Patriarchy shirts, magasuperstore.com. Make sure you go get yours.
Indeed. Laquan MacDonald case, that was the case in Chicago. I don't know how old that kid was. Was he 17? No, he got hit with like 17 shots. I don't think he was 17. But it's crazy. He was smoking PCP, wetted up, and their mind's gone when they're on the PCP. But he was walking away from the cop. A lot of people were saying, the cops have never been caught being found guilty. This was almost a clear-cut case. It was on. They did get the video out, and I think Ron Emanuel was trying to hide it. He was trying to wait till after the election to make it. You know what I'm saying? So to me, this was a clear-cut case of an officer abusing his authority and unlawful discharge of his firearm.
Okay.
But the thing was, people weren't expecting to get the guilty verdict. Right? They went out there. They was ready to protest. They was like, they were ready. Then it was guilty. They was just like, I think they was mad they weren't going to get the protest and raise hell. Some of them.
One of my followers.
I swear, some of them even wanted to protest anyway. I'm like, you got the guilty verdict. What are you protesting? This is how it's supposed to work. But rest in peace to Laquan MacDonald. Officer Van Dyke has been found guilty. I don't know when they're giving him his years, but he's facing a lot of years because I think they're giving him a charge for each bullet he shot. He shot 16 of them things. So we'll see what happens with his sentencing.
One of my followers said the protesters had already made the signs and bought everything. They wasn't going to let them go to waste.
Yo.
They was like, yo, hold up. The case went down good today. What do we do, y'all? We still having the kickback. Fire that chicken up. Make sure it's hot. They still got to make that happen. Soros ain't put that budget up for nothing.
Soros want to get his money's worth. Hey, can y'all hear Hotep Jesus all right? Or just Adam? Adam said a little low. I don't know.
All right.
But yeah, so it was found guilty. You know, and that's the second. I think that officer in South Carolina who shot the brother in the back, he was found guilty as well.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, the guy that was running away, that was like 2 years ago, and now they fired that Dallas police officer, that female that went into the brother's allegedly wrong apartment and shot him. So they fired her. So it looks like it ain't looking good for her. She gonna look like they're gonna knock her upside her head too. So it looked like we're seeing a little change with some of these police things.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Lipster Davis for the super chat. Thanks for the donation. He said you are low. He's low.
How I sound now? How I sound now? Mic check 1, 2. I probably wasn't talking into the mic.
Oh, okay. So off of that, T.I. He actually just dropped the album, and I haven't heard it yet. I'm going to try to listen to it. But he was doing an interview with your boy Ebro, the Brackett brothers, Ebro and Rosenberg.
Who was doing the interview with him?
T.I.
Oh, yeah. I did see that stupidness.
Now, they were talking about gentrification, and this caused a little bit of stir on the timeline because, we got to be super oppressed on everything. He was making a comment about gentrification. He says some of it, the blame has to come to Black Americans because, a lot of times when brothers get a little bit of money, the first thing they're doing, they're leaving outside they're moving outside the community. You know what I mean? They're not keeping the money in the community. As soon as they get a little, rub two nickels together, they haul ass. And the reaction from the timeline, people was mad. They was like, man, fuck Tip, man. No, it's redline and it's white supremacy. They gave up every excuse, man. You know what I mean? If these cats own some of that stuff, they wouldn't have to sell it. And if they wanted to sell it, I mean, that's up to them. But you have to put a little bit of blame on Black Americans for gentrification.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely you do. I think it's called Black Flight, or, they had white flight, but they also had black flight.
Yeah.
And I mean, you look at, I don't know how it is anywhere else in America, but by me, we had a good portion of people who would leave, like, the urban areas, and then they'd move to, like, the suburbs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was more or less about the fact that there was so much crime and there was so much to deal with. Because I was a part of that. We used to live in Newark, and we moved out of Newark like third grade. You know what I mean? Got up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants to live near Nicknogs. But I think the problem with gentrification is, or the lack of Black gentrification is, the class of culture has to rise with it. You see, when the Indians come in and they colonize Edison, New Jersey, and turn it into Little New Delhi, everybody has a home. Everybody's furnished. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a place to sleep. They take care of their own. When they come here from Pakistan or Palestine or wherever they come from, there's jobs set up for them and all of that. The problem is Black people don't have a system. We always we use this word a lot, systemic. And there's nothing systemic about Black people other than spending money and stunting. You see what I'm saying? There's no system in place. See, all these other cultures have a system. You come, you get this, you get that. This is how we move around. This is this person's place. This is that person's place. We meet at this time. We pray every morning. Whatever it is, they have a system. Black people don't have no cultural system.
Yeah, you're right about that. And, my dad was the same way, man, because I remember I had an argument with him. Like, you talk all about white people all this time, man. I was like, why are we living out here in Exeter? Like, I grew up in Exeter, Pennsylvania. There was like 3 Black families in the neighborhood. Right. I was like, why are we living out here? He was like, man, I hate to say it, but Nick Knobs tear shit up, man. You can't live here. I was just like, man, I just threw my hands up like, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? But that was my dad. He was just being honest. So that's part of it. If you have to keep those people in the neighborhood and kick the knobs out. That's what has to happen. Yeah. In the quote unquote community, but it just doesn't. You know what I mean? Nods have too much power in there.
Every Christmas I had to take my toys and hide them, cause my hood cousins would come over, my knick-knock cousins would come over. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember one Christmas I had like 80 toys, man. When they left, 50% of them shits was broken or gone. It's like, or you got an auntie that'll come and be like, you don't need all them toys, give it to your cousin. Be like, damn, I wanted that toy though. So like the knickknacks was the problem for me early on.
Oh God damn. Oh man, that's hilarious. The big story of the day, the man Kanye went to the White House.
Yeah.
And got called all types of token Negroes, everybody. I look on Instagram, everybody's going in on Kanye. Diddy talking about he Negro. And I'm like, what the hell is going on, man? It's like, I guess you expected it, but did you expect this much of an outcry? I thought people were past Kanye.
Oh, absolutely I expected this. Absolutely I expected this. This is how the knick-knock rolls. This is how the liberals roll. You see what I'm saying? We obviously know this is TDS, right? So we know we're dealing with TDS, Trump derangement syndrome through and through. There's nothing we can really do about that.
Right.
The left, you know who really broke my heart today was black people. Let me just cut to the chase. Black people broke my heart today because I saw black people the most, and they were the ones like ridiculing and canceling Kanye and all this, stupid cancel culture. And I'm just like, damn, they really about to take our heroes and turn them into villains. And it's just like, and another thing I was thinking to myself was, if you have this animosity towards Kanye now, it shows how many people don't know what's going on out here, right? So then now we have to think about, okay, so there's this game being played, right? So some of the players, like Ebro, is a player, right? So he knows what's really going on, but he's just playing a role. The problem is the people under him are following his lead.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And are going to fall into the trap of believing the nonsense that he spews while he's just playing the game. And this is the issue when when we can't trust our leaders to either be honest and choose the right side, or you'll be T.I. and play the middle, right? Or you'll be so detached or removed or uneducated or so ignorant that these other celebrities aren't privy to what's going on out here. So then what happens with them? They start making dumbass statements like Snoop Dogg. He starts making dumbass statements. You don't know what you talking about, bro. Like, you the OG, but right now, like, this ain't a conversation you should be in until you educate yourself on the history of America. Even if you study Malcolm X.
Yeah, definitely. With CNN went definitely in, they had a whole group of shines, media shines, calling them a token Negro on live TV. I'm like, what is going on? You know what I mean? I read somebody in the chat said Dom Lemon said Kanye's mother is rolling over in a grave. I smack I swear to God, if I was Kanye, I would go to CNN right now and smack the piss out of him, man. If he say something crazy like that.
You don't never talk about
April Ryan,
like that, yo.
They were asking her. She said she's texting Ray J. So
who's texting Ray J?
April Ryan, the heavyset black woman who's in the White House press corps.
Yeah.
They were asking her, so she's trying to be smart, and Ray J and Kim K, his wife, Kim K, did a sex tape. So she gonna ask Ray J about they're trying to trigger him. That's crazy.
Oh, I see what you're saying, because that's Kim K. Yeah. You see that?
That's classless. You know what I mean? I never seen so much classless like this. If you don't agree with Kanye, that's cool.
Right.
Like I don't know what are people so mad at? It's just one black man going to the White House. if they get some deal done or something, you know what I mean? They did sign the music act. Everybody said that's great for the musicians. Maybe you can speak of that if you've seen it, but it's just one person, and now everything is all Kanye this, Kanye that. You go on your Instagram, it was nothing but Kanye, man.
That's
For
it.
like I don't know how many posts, man.
Yeah. I put this tweet out today. I said, judging from the reaction of the left towards Kanye's meeting with Trump, it's safe to assume that they want/like to see black people dead and in jail. He's
Yeah.
going up there to speak with the president of the United States about jobs, prison reform, and violence in his home city. And y'all are ridiculing that, man, because he's speaking to Trump. Like, this is the just degenerate shit that I hate about the left. And the fact that my people have been drawn into this. I would rather people just stay out, be like, I don't know what's going on. I'm not privy to issues. Yes, please do that. But don't hop in and add all this negative energy towards our heroes like Kanye.
Yeah, they even was going in and talking about this is a prime example of Negro that can't read. Like what? I'm like, this is beyond. I'm like, I can't even believe people are saying this shit now, man. I'm like, what? So now we're just going to be like, oh, that nigga can't read, man. But they're black people saying it. It's not the white man saying it. It's the black man saying it. The white liberal got these Negroes well trained, man.
Man,
All them, every CNN person that was dissing Kanye is getting shine of the week. Every last one of them. Dom Lemon, to April Ryan, all of them shines getting shine of the week, man.
yo, they said something about his mental health.
Yeah.
Now, isn't the left the one that's so big on not making fun of people with mental health and, improving mental health care, access, and all of that? And as soon as a black man steps on the scene and doesn't agree with him, now they attack his mental illness and they turn that into a weapon. You see how they try to do that and try to make you seem like you crazy? So this isn't a rational Kanye. This is a crazy Kanye is what they trying to say.
Yeah.
They slick, man. He slick. I don't like it. The whole reading thing, that was whatever. He was trying to be funny. I get it. It was cute. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, the whole setup just reminds me of slavery. You have your escaped slave, then you got the slave that has to go and make an example out of the other slaves, and that's what they try to do. They're trying to make an example out of Kanye to impress their master, so they can get another Fox News invite. CNN invite. And then they had the white man up there making sure that nobody went off script. You notice he had nothing to say. Like, while they was going off, he was just like, because he's just there to keep the conversation on track.
Right.
To keep it on Kanye, to keep it negative, and so he can spin it back around if it ever gets away from that. But they were doing such a great job. He didn't have anything to say.
Yeah. Mike Lowry, thanks for the donation. He says, if mental health is one of the big issues in society today, why are people messing with Kanye? Just like you said, they've been talking about mental health. I seen shines. I'm starting to see mental health party flyers. You know what I mean? So you know how we do it, man. But people are talking about mental health. It's a big push for that, which makes me kind of suspicious. Because with mental health, I mean, you should be talking about physical health, what you eat, and everything else like that. Stay away from alcohol and drugs and shit like that. That has to go along with this mental health thing. I don't want them to be talking about mental health just so they can push people to get more prescription and so they can be addicted to prescribed drugs. That's not a win for me either. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, yeah. We definitely not pushing those terrible addictive drugs. Hell no.
Yeah. But we'll see, man. I think Kanye's supposed to drop Black Friday. So we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? But
he got a lot to talk about.
He definitely does. Moving on. Kids not allowed to cheer in the UK, man.
Yeah.
They can't cheer the kids on, man.
They said,
what's going on?
They said that something about the UK said something about this mom was on this talk show and she's talking to the UK host and saying something about, yeah, it should be just completely quiet. Just let the kids play. You know, you got the parents are yelling, screaming, and shouting and cheering and all of that. You know, that usual soy talk. That's all it was. You know, trying to turn our kids into wimps, trying to turn our kids into targets for bullies, because that's what you're gonna do. You're making these kids easy targets for criminals when they turn adults.
Yeah.
Because they never grow no thick skin. They'll never be used to disappointment.
Yeah, you're right. Hotep Rail in the building. What's going on, dog? I don't know how people live in the UK, man. It seems like it's such a, like 1984 is like the script of how they're living over there, man. They, you go to jail for anything you type on the internet, man. They'll come knock on your door. You can't even have a knife. They'll come and take your butter knife out your kitchen.
Yeah.
I couldn't live over there. You couldn't pay me to live in the UK.
Yeah.
And you're right. They're trying to make these kids, wimps and pussies, really. And the thing is, they're not doing that to the all the people they're letting in. They're not doing their. They're letting them get their shit off. You know what I mean? So when they grow up, they're gonna be beating these kids all over the streets.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand why the people in the UK haven't like snapped. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say too much, man. They might even try to get me or something like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna try to say too much, but I'm telling you, man. I seen a guy. Wait, I think a guy was talking on the internet, right? He had something to say about the UK. Then he flew over there, and he got in an argument with some UK folks. He was just visiting. Yeah. He was gonna go back to the States. They went and locked his ass up because he was talking to somebody. He was talking crazy to somebody. I'm like, man, that's crazy, man.
I look at China and the UK as precursors for the future of America. Like, this is what America's gonna be, and that's what makes this whole thing scary. Because I feel like they just use these other places to test out what people will tolerate and how to make people tolerate that stuff. And it's in marketing. What we do is we push things into a test market. So a lot of times you take a product and you'll test it in like the backwoods of Russia and see how people like feel about it and how to market to a small segment. And then you bring it to the U.S. I feel like that's what they do with these laws. They test them in another market and then like, this is how we're going to bring it to the USA. You know?
Yeah, definitely. I thought the same thing. You know what I mean? I always thought like maybe the UK was like maybe 20 years ahead of how they want to get the United States. You know what I mean? But I think we'll put up a much better fight than with the UK. I think it's just in Americans' DNA to fight back a little bit. But man, damn, let's rest in peace to UK, man. That's all I can say. Pour out some liquor for them jokers. Pour the 40 out the pints. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're done. They done.
Oh, man. 100 people watching. Thanks for everybody coming in. Please hit that thumbs up. Kavanaugh, he's finally confirmed, man. They were still protesting this Joker, man.
Oh, yeah.
They're protesting him, the people that voted for him. The Collins girl, they're after that Collins lady that went on that spiel about him. But he's finally in, man. What do you think about this whole situation now it's over?
Oh, man. First of all, congratulations to the right. Clap it up for the right. First of all, that's another win for us. Damn, where do we start on this whole Kavanaugh thing? Because this has been so big, and the left has tried their hardest. So let's start here. People were having pushback saying that Trump was wrong when he said that Soros was paying protesters. Lie detector determined that's a lie. What Trump said is true. There are paid Soros protesters. It says it right on his on his website, opensociety.org or whatever the website is, opensocietyfoundation.org. Says it right on the website that they fund civil rights, women's rights all across the globe. Several $billion. I think one number is either 14 or 41 billion. My dyslexia is kicking in. Either one of those numbers pops out to me. Billions that he pumps into this thing. So we have to understand that a lot of these protests that we saw were orchestrated and well funded. You had the women's group was out there. I want to say Women's March organized protesters. We had protesters getting arrested. Who was the Miss Piggy looking white girl that got arrested?
Oh, Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer got. They asked Amy Schumer. They was like, "Yo, you want to be arrested?" She's like, "Yes, please."
That's crazy.
Yo, you need that arrest because that without that arrest, you don't go viral. You know what I mean? Like that arrest is your viral moment. It's your public. You came there to get arrested. You need your Martin Luther King Jr. moment. You need your DeRay moment. Remember when DeRay posed for the picture when he got arrested?
Yeah, he was all cheesing and shit, man. Like, what the fuck? Man, you don't get the fuck out of here, man.
That little fake ass arrest.
Yeah, but that was crazy, man. The people were crying. There was definitely salt mining after he got confirmed. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad Trump he apologized for everybody. He apologized to him for how this went down. A couple people went to bat for him. Lindsey Graham. Everybody's like, where'd Lindsey get his nuts at? You know what I'm saying? I see
Lindsey
some
Graham,
say because his boyfriend McCain died. That's
Yo, the Lindsey Graham memes was funny as hell. They had a couple of funny videos and chips. That shit was funny. They had the PIMP with Lindsey Graham.
Yeah. It seems to me like after a while they knew like he was going to get in, but they just had to weather the storm. Because like remember when the boy Cernovich jumped off, then jumped back on. You know what I mean? Somebody gave him the call like, "Yo, man, we got this." You know what I mean? Then he was like, "Oh, he's gonna get in." You know what I mean? People was trying to jump off shit when it was getting rocky. You know what I mean? But I think they knew they had to get they as long as they weathered the storm. There wasn't really anything to this story. And then the ladies said, "No, we're not." She wasn't going to press any more charges. She's like, "Forget about it." I would like to see the FBI report.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Dianne Feinstein is like, "No, we can't see it." That's why we know it was bullshit.
Right.
Like, why can't we see the report, the FBI report? It's not a moment of national security. You know what I mean? It's about some college kids or high school kids.
Yeah.
But they want to hide it because they know it's full of shit.
Yo, who was the lady that got yelled at in the elevator? She's like, "Close it." She's like, close it, close the elevator. I want to say either her name was Debbie or Linda, one of the justices, but the protesters was all in her face inside the building. So people was talking about how they get access to the building. How do you think they got access, man?
Someone paid that check, man.
Them Democrats was opening up back doors. What's her name? Kamala Harris?
Yeah.
Kamala Harris was running to the door, pushed it open. Oops. Oops, I didn't open this door for y'all. And you know what I'm saying? Come on, like we know who let them in. The Democrats let them in. The Black Caucus, the black lady that was in the SCOTUS hearing handing off envelopes to what's her name? To the lady that was trying to testify against Kavanaugh, Miss Ford. Remember that little black lady that was passing on the envelope? She's the one opening doors, letting the protesters inside. This is people like that.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, her intern was one of the guys that was doxing, who got locked up for doxing some Republican candidates.
Word.
It was her intern.
See what I'm saying? That's how they get us, man. Donna Brazil. This is how they get the black. This is how the black liberal uses us, and we don't see it, man. We a scapegoat. We're their cat's paw. They grab us. And they use our black women to do it too. Grab us up, and then just in case shit blows over, they take the fall. You seen what happened to Donna Brazil when she had to take that fall?
Yeah. She had to save her own ass.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The whole Kavanaugh thing was just, it was for black folks. First of all, for black people, you had no reason to be mad. That shit ain't had nothing to do with you. You don't even know what SCOTUS means. You don't know what the Supreme Court does. You never heard of Kavanaugh before. Just go back to watching football. Leave that conversation alone. You don't belong in that conversation.
Yeah, you ain't built for that, man.
You're not built for that.
Your mind ain't right, man.
Yeah,
your studies ain't up.
Yeah, just stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. You see what I'm saying? So for black people, I was just like, why y'all mad? Y'all don't even know what's going on. Y'all just mad because the TV told y'all to be mad because they said it's time to be mad at Trump. And then for the left, it was just like, if you weren't one of the orchestrators or being orchestrated, you were being manipulated. You were having your strings pulled while you were at home sitting, on your iPad or whatever, watching Twitter, mad. For what?
Yeah. Side note, I just thought of that. Portland. Did you see what happened in Portland, Oregon, man?
What happened?
They got the Antifa in Portland, and the mayor was letting people do this. They got a road. They ain't let no white folks on the road.
What?
Like, really, they blocked the road off and telling, no, you gotta go around, you white man. They was punching the car doors, telling motherfuckers to get out. But it wasn't. I mean, it's Portland, Oregon. There ain't that many Negroes in Portland, Oregon. So it was white folks telling white folks, yo, you're white male, you can't go down this road.
Wait,
I'm like, man, you gotta be shitting
who was
doing
that? Was that the Muslims?
No, it was Antifa, man. Antifa, whatever. Antifa.
Oh yeah, I did see that. They was blocking. Yeah, I did see that.
The guy had North Carolina plates, man. Oh man, he was like, oh, he might as well have been Hitler, man. He's from the South, man. He had to been evil. He had to been Ku Klux Klan. I don't know what he's doing in Portland, Oregon, but that was really some wild shit, man. I just had to remember that, man. I just wanted to put that in here.
They should have. I want to see them pull that off in Arizona. I want to see them try that in Arizona with my favorite white folks in Arizona. Watch how they react to that.
They're gonna put them things on you, man.
Gonna put them paws on you. You don't want to try that in Arizona, bro.
Nah, they damn sure don't. James Gunn, director. They're trying to put him Suicide Squad too, man. Is that the deal? Is that the news?
Listen, I know what they trying to do.
What?
I know what they trying to do. They not slick. Everybody paying attention. Shout out to everybody on Periscope watching too. You know what I mean? Peace out to y'all. Here's what they trying to do with the James Gunn thing. They know that his name has previously been attached to Guardians of the Galaxy. Correct?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So what they're going to do is, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Suicide Squad is a DC thing.
Right.
And Guardians of the Galaxy is Marvel. Okay. So what they're trying to do is disassociate him with that. Bring him into another universe to reintroduce him over there. Right. Drop it on some, because like Suicide Squad, like really what's that going to do? Like that's not going to really do no real big numbers. Nobody's really checking for that. It's going to do all right. So they're going to try him out there and then bring him back for the classic for the part 3. I promise you, he going to be back for the other Marvel. They just got to ease him in there because they had the cast. Remember they called up the cast the last time to vouch for him, say, oh, he's a good guy, don't judge him. That ain't really worked too well. It's going to be little by little, they're going to chip away at this thing, and he's going to be back directing Guardians of the Galaxy 3. But they're doing
it seems like he wasn't one of the ones that were supposed to be outed, you know what I mean, on the Me Too type tip. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? It was like, they really wanted to save him, but the shit got so big out of hand they had to step away from it. Yeah, you might be right. They might be trying to reintroduce him, man. Because if they send him over to DC and there's no like big protests about it, hey, then they can bring him back, man. It's just like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's this movie shit is wild, man.
Hollywood make the rules so they could bend them whenever they want.
Yeah.
Me 2, they control that. Me 3, they control that. Me 1, they control that. If it's moving, if it got legs, if it's liberal, they control that.
Yeah, definitely they control that. Oh, what do you think about Taylor Swift, man? Poll went crazy, man. Taylor Swift was 4chan's girl, man, and she broke their heart, man.
Oops.
They swore. They almost had me believing this shit. I was almost like, yeah, maybe she's a secret MAGA girl.
Nope.
She was like, oh, no.
Not me, niggas. And they was mad when Kanye won at Taylor Swift. They was mad. Remember that. Remember, I want everybody watching the stream to remember that you were mad at Kanye when he did the Taylor Swift thing. And you see what she did to y'all. She turned her back on y'all and went with the liberals. You should have been listening. Kanye been told you.
But on a serious tip, I think this shows you, the desperation the Democrats have on these midterms, man. They're pulling out all the stops. They're pulling out the big guns, trying to get, whatever leverage they can to get some seats. You know what I'm saying? So, an artist that really has never been political her whole career, they're like, well, Taylor, you got to come through this time. You're bullshitted late in the election. Yeah. If you don't come pull this time, you might have an accident. You might have a car accident.
You might have a drug violation, a sex tape leak, something. You know what I mean? Something gonna leak. An ex-boyfriend gonna come out, say you got AIDS. Don't do it, Taylor. Don't. They definitely called it like, yo, we need a favor. You ain't did a favor in a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
she wasn't
definitely
there for Hillary. They gonna make sure, I'm telling you, Hollywood and music gonna come out in droves for the next election.
Yeah, definitely. And and another thing about this coming midterms, Eric Holder came out and says, man, hey, if Michelle Obama, she says when they go low, we go high. He's like, if they go low, we kick them. I'm like, God damn, Eric Holder, this was a man of justice. This was the Attorney General, right? That's what his job with Obama. And he's supposed to be a law-abiding citizen. They're ratcheting up the ante, man. And some people are going to listen to that and they'll be like, man, there's going to be some violence on Eric Holder's hands, man. They're trying to condition the people for violence. You got to be careful out here. Everybody in the chat, y'all got to be careful. Dead ass.
Be careful with what you wearing, with your MAGA hat and all of that. If you got the MAGA hat, you better be strapped. Or you better be deep, or you better be MMA trained. You need to go train with the boy that whooped McGregor's ass.
Can we talk? Hold on. Can we talk about that fight?
We got to talk about the fight. We got to watch the whole thing.
Khabib. He put a whooping on it. Hold on, let me make these super chats, man. Hold on.
Oh, we got super.
John Lemley, thanks for the super chat donation. John Smith, red wave is coming. You can feel it. They are scared. They scared. Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
But back to this fight. Khabib, did you hear the audio when he had Conor in the corner? He's like, talk now. He's like, talk now. What'd you say? Talk now. Conor was like, it's just business.
I was just promoting a fight. It's just talk. I was just promoting the fight. They don't get that in Russia. They don't. That don't exist in Russia. You talking smack about my dad, my religion, my family. I don't know nothing about no promotion in Russia. It's fists. It's fists. Yo, I was watching the first round. I watched Khabib put dude in. I watched him lock his legs in. I've never seen Khabib fight a day in my life, but I used to wrestle. I know how to fight. I've trained in several arts, so I know fighters when I see fighters. Now, he put in the first round. Watch the Khabib leg lock. He locks McGregor's legs into. I said, "Oh wow, this guy is a wrestler. Oh, his ground game is sick." And I just knew from there, I'm like, yo, he about to get his ass whooped. This is why I saw first round. He about to get his ass whooped. He got his ass whooped. Bad, like it's like there shouldn't even be a rematch. So first round went grappling. Second round went grappling, and I'm going to whoop your ass on the ground. He was beating his face in, beating his body in. Because what happened was, I think he wanted to choke him out in the first round, but he couldn't get it. So second round, he went for the choke out, and then he started beating him to open it up for the choke out. You know, you got to beat on him, blah, 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 blah. So he was scared of that. Third round, he caught his breath. Fourth round, he came out there, went for the grapple, acted like he wanted to beat on him. As soon as he tried to block the beats, that's when he choked him out. Excellent for a fight.
Yeah, excellent. I was impressed. You know what I mean? You know, some people in different parts of the world, man, you can't compete. He was like training. They sent him away to school since he was like, what was he, like 6 or 7?
Yo.
And he only saw his parents one day out of the month?
That was his homie. His father is actually a champion.
Mm-hmm.
His father's a champion wrestler out there. So he's been wrestling since the day he was born. Matter of fact, I tweeted, I didn't know anything about this Khabib dude. I tweeted, I said, yo, this dude must be living in some parts of Russia where all they do is wrestle, and he wrestled bears. Sure enough, what they do, they popped up with some image, some video of him wrestling with a bear cub. I knew that from watching him fight. I'm like, he's not MMA. He's a fighter. He's been fighting since he took his first breath on this earth. You could just tell, like, just fight is in him. It's not fair. It's not fair.
Yeah, them cats is different type of vicious out there, man. And so I try to tell people they talking slick on Russia, man. I was like, man, y'all better leave Russia alone, man. Y'all don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke with them.
I don't want no
you know what I'm saying? I seen Russian videos in high school. They taking apart the weapons. I'm like, this is high school students. It's just regular shit. They're doing it. They're like doing races of how to put their AK together and put it, disassemble it, reassemble it. I'm like, this is what they learn in high school, and y'all want to go beef with these niggas? Shit. And then, you know, they even cheating Khabib out his money. They ain't giving him his purse yet.
You see that?
And, you know, that's crazy, man. Now he ain't get his money yet.
Yeah, and he said that his brother is not allowed to fight because he hit McGregor. But when you look at the tape, McGregor attacks his brother first. Yeah, indeed.
You know, I don't know if he connected, but they were both on the top of the fence, and he threw the hook. McGregor threw the first punch at him. You know what I mean? That's what he got down. He ran around the ring, like, I was like, oh my God. Boy, but yo, him jumping out the ring, man, trying to kick bull.
Yeah, he jumped over that
That's the
fence.
shit I ever see, man.
Yeah, that was the most G shit. How you whoop dude ass, then hop out the ring to take out his squad next? Yo, we need a Khabib video game. The next Grand Theft Auto, we need Khabib as a main character, yo. I want to play a game as Khabib, man. He's a monster. I want to train with him. I'd pay him to train with him.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
The Root, the Wakanda, man. What's going on in the Root, man? The Root's acting funny again, man.
Yo, I got 2 headlines in the Root. They said black guy magic ? Black Panther scores first midterm election victory. Elected leader of the Avengers. What? Midterm? It's so bad that they not gonna win these midterm elections. They try and use Black Panther to snag some sort of election win. We were talking about this on Till Eve Starts today, and I'm gonna read the other headline in a moment. Till Eve Starts, we were talking about. We had Jordan Peterson's cartoon artist on, and he was talking about how they're SJWing all of the comics. So like Thor is a woman now. and Captain America's a Nazi. You know what I mean? So they're playing all these types of games. So I guess now the SJW thing is to make the black man the leader of the, Black Panthers. So, the leader of the Avengers. So then now we have this tweet that goes out and it said, Wakanda forever. Hashtag Black Panther was elected leader of the Avengers, which just might be one of the biggest campaign victories for black folks in 2018.
How is that? I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Oh my gosh, man.
You know what this is? What they want is they want us fixated on everything that doesn't matter. The Democrats need us fixated on everything that doesn't matter. That way we never put our minds to the things that do matter, like finance and law and technology and engineering. All these things that matter, job creation, business, venture capital, startups, angel investing, all these things that really move things in this world. These people that when these movies come out, they have producers behind them, people that put the money up. Nobody wants that seat. We just want this fake fictional character win. Like if that's our biggest campaign victory of 2018, we are lost. We are trash, which is why I'm glad I'm MAGA, because at least I won something this year. As a black man, the only win we have 2 wins this year. We have, and I'm not counting sports because we get that every year. 2 wins. Kim K got a black woman out of jail, and Kanye. Yeah. That's our 2 wins this year. And Remy Ma being the only voice of reason on that whatever show it's called.
State of the
Culture show.
Yeah.
That's our 3 wins this year. Black Panther is not even in my top 1 million. It doesn't make the cut.
It definitely doesn't, man. It's oh man. They're gonna run Black Panther to death, man.
This is what happens when Sean King wins BET Awards, yo.
Yeah. You're right about that. You definitely right. Real quick before we get to the last topic, man. What do you think about Vic Mensa dissing Extension in death?
Who is Vic Mensa? First of all, I can't name a Vic Mensa song. Isn't that what Tekashi said? He's like, who is this guy? I can't even name his song. I don't know who Vic Mensa is. I didn't watch his clip. But I think it's tasteless to do something like that. I think they had beef before he died or something like that. But they said that the XXX's, or whatever his name is, his mom's was in the audience.
Yeah, that's crazy though, man. I was like, that's really wild, man. Like, I know he didn't know they were gonna play it in front of her and she was gonna be there, but he shouldn't have did it anyway. Like, what are you getting out off that? That's like dissing Pac and he's dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of bullshit is that?
Yo, have you been peeping XXX's moms?
No, somebody said she look
Yeah. All I'm gonna say is just keep an eye out on that lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, she out here trying to get it in every way. I don't think she was at Vic Mensa's concert because she wanted to enjoy the show.
No, it was for the BET award, John.
Oh, it was the BET award? Okay.
Yeah. Was it BET? Yeah, it was the BET. Which one they do the cipher in? Is that the Hip Hop Awards?
I don't know.
It's whatever award show they do the cipher in.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the Hip Hop Awards or whatever.
Yeah.
Last topic, man. Stephen Miller, man. 3rd grade. They going back to 3rd grade. I don't even remember 3rd grade, man. I'm like, why are they going back? They're going back 3rd grade doing a character assassinations, man. Is this what the U.S. media is about, man? They can't be serious, man.
Yo.
They can't be serious.
I hope they don't go looking at my 3rd grade file. I'm going to be finished. 3rd grade, I got this one. Yo, really, when it happened, I'm like, damn, what I do in 3rd grade? Shit. God damn. They're like, Yo, I did some wild shit. Like if that shit come out, think of like violent, foul language, disobedient. Like I'm gonna look like a delinquent. But when they said they said he was putting glue on his hand, waiting for it to dry and eat it. I'm like, yo, all the white boys was doing that in my day. You know what I mean? I learned it from them. I wasn't eating this shit. I had enough common sense not to eat it. Matter of fact, I never saw anybody eat it. Maybe he ate it, or maybe they added that on. I'm gonna say they added that on because everybody I know did it. Like you put the thing on there, you move it around a little bit, you wait, and then you peel it off like it's like fake second skin. Like we've done that. I remember that. And it's actually not bad for you because you can like peel the dirt off your skin. They use it, like wax treatment.
Right.
But again, like, what are we doing here? Like, is the left so out of ammo that they got to reach back into your adolescent years? 3rd grade, dog? The left getting desperate, dog. Desperate.
Like, how can you even believe the person that said that? Like I'm trying to think of what happened in my 3rd grade. I'm like, I'll be hard pressed to tell you who was even my 3rd grade class. You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you even remember the Joker?
I remember one.
That's insane to me.
I remember one girl. Her name was Dana Esposito, and she was so fine to me. Little Italian girl. She was so cute. She's still fine. But yeah, 3rd grade. You know what it is about me? It's like, why are we even entertaining this type of conversation? Like the fact that makes news just lets you know, like the news and the media just like reaching so hard right now. They really out of ammo. They got nothing left. There's no fuel left in the tank. Everything they wanted to use has been destroyed.
Yeah, they've shot almost all their guns, man, all their weapons, man, everything they had. They probably shot everything.
Shot they load.
Yeah, they definitely shot they load, man. They definitely did. What else is going on, man?
TPUSA.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's getting their White House invites. Mukhtar got his White House invite. Carl from the Cryptology Pod got his White House invite. I see a lot of people getting a White House invite. Mine hasn't come yet. Matter of fact, let me check my email right now. I'm hoping I ain't get cut from the team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we need some more Hoteps in the White House, man.
We need
y'all in the White House.
When I saw everybody getting their stuff, I looked at my email like I ain't get mine yet. I started refreshing. I closed the email app out, reopened it, turned my phone off, turned it back on. Like, I still ain't get my Trump invite yet. We waiting, but at TPUSA, the weekend of the 25th through the 27th, Trump has announced he gonna be chilling with the niggas. Hey, baby. Welcome to the game. Bruh, do you know what that's gonna look like when you bring all them black people in to meet Trump when that hit the media? Oh, Lord. Everybody in that photo op is gonna be, you gonna have to wear a vest when you leave the house.
Yo, cats is gonna be heated, man.
They gonna be hot. They be like, we saw you in the White House. You're a coon. You're bruh. Yo, they gonna have it. Your name gonna be on the list. That's all I'm gonna say after that.
Cool list.
You're gonna be on 2 lists. You're gonna be, one of them is gonna be a bravery list. The other one's gonna be a Democrat hit list.
Yeah, you gotta watch out, man. You gotta definitely watch out, especially with your job and stuff like that. Hopefully, I mean, some people at most jobs, I think, upper management is probably like,
you fired.
They probably mess with Trump because of the tax. I remember I had a meeting at my company, and they said, "Well, shit, man." Somebody asked them, "What do you think about the Trump administration? What's it gonna do?" They're like, "The tax cuts gonna be working." So You know what I mean? So it depends, but definitely family and friends, man. They're gonna be grinding people up, man.
Yo, family and friends. It's gonna be ugly out here, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be ugly out here. Y'all gonna be on the list with the Hoteps. You know what I'm saying? If you got a job and you show up Monday and your stuff in the cardboard box, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure you can call Trump or somebody you met that weekend. Your life is gonna
Yeah,
be
indeed,
different.
indeed.
Nah, I'm just joking, man. I'm just busting balls, man.
Yeah.
But that's
John Smith, thanks for the super chat. Trump should create a new official White House position, the Secretary of the Akata.
Secretary of the Akata.
Yeah.
Yo, I just want to say one more thing before we bounce.
Yeah.
I want to just say why Trump needs Hoteps. Because in the black community, there's no such thing as a black conservative. In the black community, a conservative is an Uncle Tom or a Coon. You're white. But in the black community, there is a such thing as a Hotep. And we are the right wing of black people. There's not even a question.
Right.
We are the right wing of black people. If you ain't talking to Hoteps, some Nuwapians, some Israelites, some Moors, you ain't hitting the right wing. And what I'm telling you is, if you just mention somebody, if you mention Hotep, you will put the battery in the back of the uncle at Thanksgiving dinner. You know, there's always one unhotep uncle in the family that's ready for a lecture. You got to put the battery in his back, Trump, and say Hotep one time so he feels empowered when they go talk to the community like I told you, nigga, so. We need that.
Yeah. Well, this is episode 16. Thanks, everybody, coming in the chat. 121 watching. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the super chat donations. Follow me on Twitter, Handy Mayhem, Uncle Hotep. Check out my blog, handymayhem.com. Hotep Jesus, what do you got?
I'm going to put in the description box, I'm going to put a link to the official Hotep Nation email list. I need everybody to subscribe on the email list so we can send out all your updates. We have a lot of big announcements coming soon for the fourth quarter. So as soon as it's done and YouTube uploads it, in the description box will be a link for the email description. Shout out to Ben Settle. Ben Settle says we're the only podcast he listens to, or one of the only podcasts he listens to. So shout out to Ben Settle. I appreciate that, man. Great compliment from a really important dude.
Cool. All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, yo.
All right, man. Take it easy, y'all.
Yo, why did OBS bullshit, man? They keep messing with your screen.
Oh, I don't know what happened with that.
It's all good. I'll see you next week.
All right, man. Peace.